Hey everybody, Percy here. Welcome back to the Social English Podcast. Thanks for joining me today. Guess what? It's the month of October, so why don't we do a couple of Halloween episodes for you? Today we're going to start off with 5 Halloween movies that'll help you have good English conversations because you'll have something to talk about. Well, I'll tell you what those 5 Halloween movies are right after this.
皆さんこんにちは。毎日少しずつ社交に使える英語の上達を目指すソーシャルイングリッシュポッドキャストへようこそ。今日はぜひもっと自信を持って英会話してみましょう。Are you ready, Percy? Let's go!
Thank you, Hikari, for that awesome intro as usual. Hey, everybody, welcome back again to like I said, the Social English Podcast. It is Percy here, and we are doing a special series of Halloween and October episodes. And in this first one today, we're going to talk about some Halloween movies. But first, I want to tell you, here at the Social English Podcast, we're here to help you speak social English. Speak better social English. What is that? It's English that people use in everyday situations in my country, America, and around the world. So we're not going to teach you business English or just basic conversational English, but actual social English, culture, how to speak, how to develop conversations and things like that. So stick around for that.
英語を学ぶとき、学ぶべき重要なスキルの一つは、良い会話をする方法です。今日のエピソードでは、ネイティブアメリカンの英語を話す人の視点から英会話のトピックをお教えします。友達になりたい英語を母国語とする人と友好的な会話をするために使用できる現在のトピックを学びます。これがソーシャルイングリッシュの本質です。さあ、始めましょう。
So let's get started. This is about having topics of conversation in English. When you talk to people, you want to make sure you have something interesting or fun to say to add to a conversation. Let's call our avatar friend Keiko. Keiko is a student from Japan going to a university in America. And she's going there on a language program, okay? So she's doing a travel abroad, study abroad language program where she's gets the chance to study in America, in this case. So Keiko does meet a few friends around Halloween. They're having a conversation, and Keiko does not know what to say because she is so used to Japanese films. So, I have some advice on that. It is good for you to bring up Japanese horror films and talk about them in the Halloween context. What I mean is, you can say to them, hey, we have this Japanese movie. It is a horror or scary movie, but we don't think of it as a Halloween movie. Maybe because of the Japanese custom, it's just a scary movie or a ghost story. Now, here are 5 great movies that you can watch that you are not only interesting and fun to talk about, but they also have good conversations, and I think you can understand them easily. Okay? So, let's talk about them. At number 1, my top movie for you is Scream. Okay, this movie came out in the 90s, and it was very different, and it addresses teen fashion in the 90s style, and it has a few celebrities in the movie, but it also brings back the horror movie with a stylish look. So I know some Japanese, or in Japan, this would be called a suspense maybe, but this is a horror movie for us in America, and it's definitely one that we watch all the time. There is a group of people that are high schoolers, and they start dying, being murdered and killed. The main character is Sydney. Her name is Sydney, and her group of friends are trying to figure out who this killer is. And I don't know if you've seen this movie before, but it does have a surprise ending. So that is the first movie. It is Scream, made in the 90s, and it stars Neve Campbell, and it also has a few more stars in there too as well. This is on Amazon Prime. You can watch it there if you have Amazon Prime subscription, or you can rent it from Amazon Prime if it's not available to watch for free. At number 2, we have The New Mutants. This is on Disney Plus. This is actually one of my favorite comic book teams. I know everybody likes the Marvel's Avengers, but for me, one of my favorite teams was Marvel's X-Force, which is Marvel's New Avengers, or I'm sorry, Marvel's New Mutants. Okay, so it's Marvel's New Mutants when they were starting off and younger, became slowly the X-Force. But anyhow, the New Mutants is basically a completely teenager group, but there's some dark and twisted things going on. It is a scary horror movie, and you don't even realize it's a comic book or hero type of movie until towards the end. Okay, and it stars the brother from Stranger Things, whose name I cannot remember right now, and it also stars the youngest daughter in the Game of Thrones series. The youngest daughter there, she also is in this show, or in this movie. Okay, so this movie takes place where it's in a psychiatric huge hospital, and there are different rooms with different teenagers in them, and you see them go through nightmares, and the nightmares talk about their past and things that have happened to them. And some of the things have not happened to them, but they're just scary, they're scary scenes to us, the viewer. So once again, that is number 2 is The New Mutants. That is on Disney Plus. Go ahead and check that out. Okay, check it out. Number 3 is another Halloween, specific to Halloween, actually, horror scary movie. It is called Trick or Treat. Okay, it is available on Amazon Prime, and it should be for free, but maybe you might have to rent it there at Amazon Prime. And Trick or Treat is a story that takes place on Halloween, and there are several characters in the story, and you follow the characters as they interact with each other, and you see them go into their story and what happens to those characters. So it's very interesting story, because the stories connect. So the stories connect to each other. So that's why it's so interesting. And it's a very, very, very good movie. Very cool. very interesting concepts there. And it is, let's see. Yeah, it's available on Amazon Prime and Amazon. You could rent it there. But that's pretty much what Trick or Treat is about. It's what they call a it's one of those stories where there's more than one story in the movie. So that's a reason, or that's one one interesting reason to watch that movie, and you have a lot to talk about with your friends.
このショーを気に入っていただけたら5つ星のレビューをぜひお願いします。コメントは英語か日本語でお書きいただければ喜んで読ませていただきます。リアルソーシャルイングリッシュ .com にアクセスしてぜひ無料でダウンロードしてください。ほとんどの日本人の英語を勉強している人がやってしまいがちな7つの間違いとその正しい言い方。また毎日英語を上達させるのに役立つ資料もたくさんあります。Apple Podcast、Google Podcast、Stitcher、そして今はパンドラでもポッドキャストを購読いただきます。支援者になっていただけませんか？私たちがこのショーを作るための支援として5ドルの寄付をお願いできませんか？今後のエピソードで感謝の気持ちをお伝えします。また、そこでしか利用できない新しいコンテンツも入手できます。patreon.com/socialenglish からご参加ください。ソーシャルメディアで私たちのポッドキャストを友達にシェアしたり、Twitter、Facebook、Instagram のフォローをお願いします。
Okay. Number four is Blade. Yes, the movie Blade, starring Wesley Snipes. It was made in the 90s, and it is one of my favorite. I think it's the best vampire movie made. It covers the hero Blade and his encounter trying to stop a group of vampires he meets with the resurrecting a vampire god. But it's very cool, very awesome, amazing action sequences that changed everything in Hollywood. And it is available again on Netflix to watch Blade. If not, you can go to Amazon Prime and you can rent it there. Once again, that was Blade. Check that out. Number 4, Blade. And number 5 is Goosebumps. Okay, Goosebumps is a movie made from a series of children's books. Okay, and the movie has characters from the books in the movie, and they interact with the creator, played by Jack Black, who also was in Kung Fu Panda. But he is the creator of these books, R.L. Stine, who is the writer and creator. And he goes into an adventure with, there. Now the thing about this particular movie, Goosebumps, is that it's not as scary. So it's kind of a fun Halloween thing, a fun Halloween movie to watch with your friends. If you want to just have fun and see some Halloween, kind of not really scary, but kind of like silly scary, creatures and stuff like that. So it's not terrifying. It's actually for children, but it's a laid back movie. Now, I got one bonus movie I want to tell you. This was made in the early 2000s. It's called Scary Movie. Now, this is a Halloween movie to us because it's a comedy movie, but it's more of in the kind of horror movie, but it's still comedy. So it's with the Wayans brothers. They star in there, Marlon Wayans, Sean Wayans, and a bunch of other folks. But it's an interesting movie to watch because, like I said, it's another one where it'll give you the Halloween spirit that we call the Halloween spirit in America, but it's not scary or anything like that. It's actually a comedy about horror movies, and they make fun of movie number 1, Scream. So that's pretty much it for today's episode of the Social English Podcast. And I hopefully you get a chance to watch some of those movies. They're interesting and cool, and I'm glad I was able to share them with you. Okay, so I'll see you in the next episode. In the next episode, we're going to have some more social English snacks. And after that, I have another Halloween episode for you where we're going to talk about, or I'll talk about, the top 5 Halloween TV series or shows you need to watch that you can talk about. So Keiko, if you're listening out there, now you have 6 movies that you can watch and create conversations with your new American friends or your English-speaking friends out there. All right, cool. Awesome. Once again, don't forget to go to our YouTube channel, leave a like there, go to our social English or realsocialenglish.com website, realsocialenglish.com, and you can go there and find a lot more episodes and a lot of tools and things to help you improve speaking English. And I will see you in the next episode. It was fun. Thanks for listening. See you in the next one. Peace and love.
今日は楽しい時間をありがとうございました。ぜひ私たちのウェブサイト realsocialenglish.com を訪問して日本語訳と役立つ情報を手に入れてください。また次回お会いしましょう。バイバイ。See you next time. Bye bye.